Scarlett's our spunky child. She is our second born, kind of this typical middle child. She has a lot of energy. She likes to boss her little brothers around.
She's very fun to be around. She's energetic. She's strong-willed, and she's just a great kid to have in our family.
So the months leading up to February, we were all sick. We had a cold. And the rest of the family got better, but Scarlett wasn't getting better. She was only in the Minot Hospital for about 36 hours, and then she progressively got worse, and that's when she had her first pulmonary hemorrhage from her lupus, from the vasculitis in her lungs. And she ended up coding on February 21st at like 3:30 in the morning.
The next thing I knew, we were being told that she's going to be flying out to Sanford's Children's Hospital in Fargo.
So we immediately went home. As I drove into my driveway, I saw her plane go over my house. So immediately we went upstairs and started packing. It was scary because we didn't know if she was going to live or die.
Scarlett was in the PICU at the Children's Hospital, and we went up to the floor, and it was all new, and we didn't know what we were getting into, what the hospital was like or how she was doing. But we got in, and the doctors met us right away, and we talked about what Scarlett was going through.
We were told her prognosis was not good, that she was not going to leave the hospital. During Scarlett's 4-month stay at Sanford Children's, she was here 118 days. She spent 47 days on the oscillator. She spent 53 days on a conventional ventilator, and on her 100th day, they took her off the vent. It was definitely a roller coaster of emotions because her condition was so up and down, up and down.
Scarlett was, for a long time, not moving, not responsive. I didn't know what was happening, and I was just very hopeful that she would somehow come through and just basically wake up and we would be on our way home. But that doesn't necessarily happen with kids in her condition. So there was many nights where I cried all night. There's many nights where it was sleepless.
There were several nights in the PICU at Sanford Children's where like the crash cart was outside her room all night long. And it's never good when there's 20 nurses in your room. Still, as long as she kept holding on, I was very hopeful. I never once had a doctor come to me and say she's not going to make it today, like today's the day. Nobody said that. We tried to be as positive as we could. Kind of the turning point, I think, for Scarlett was after several weeks of treating her lupus, she finally started to tolerate the decrease in her ventilator support. She was sedated for so long that when they finally began to wake her up, it was very exciting. And it was very exciting that she would follow commands. So we'd say, wiggle your toes, and she could wiggle her toes, because that was a big deal for us because we did not know what kind of cognitive function she'd have, if any, because of how oxygen deprived she had been.
When Scarlett first left her hospital room, it was a great moment. She was able to see something outside of her four walls for the first time in so many months. Sanford's Children's Hospital is a new life. It gives people hope. It gives children hope. Gives families hope. It has brought our child from where she was on the brink of passing away, and she's running around with her brothers and sisters now.
Scarlett has been doing very well since she's come home from Sanford Children's. 2 weeks after she got home, she started walking. The first day she walked, she went outside our door and walked all around our yard. We have chickens, and the first thing she had to do was walk over to our chicken coop and look at our chickens. So that was exciting. But she just continued to get better and better, strength-wise. My hopes and dreams for Scarlett is that she does what she wants to do and does what she wants to do in life. She's already told me that when she grows up, she wants to be a mommy and she wants to be a baby doctor. If it was not for Sanford Children, Scarlett would not be here.